I'm not sure I'll see you in. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Sheyi Omotude, and I'm going to be your instructor, your trainer this evening. And we're going to be diving into the world of vibe coding and how you can begin to build app with vibe coding. Not just only that, but how you'll be able to market your product and make money in this coding business. But before I get that, I'll quickly run through. So over 70 or 70 plus people are in the groups, but only 16 people actually fill this form. And I'm going to base whatever we are going to be doing this evening based on the response that we have from the feedback form. So I see that, let me take it to general. I think this is on individual summary here. So if you look at this now, I found out that a lot of people are actually beginners. So it means I'm going to assume anything in that sense. I'm going to not, so over 62% of people, 62.5 are actually beginners. So I'm going to be working based on the data that is available to me. Then I also find out that a lot of people are students, and that is why the training fee is actually going to be very, very flexible and cheap. Yeah, this is one of the major things. Very, very flexible and cheap. Yes, a lot of students has much money than even some working class now, but I'm going to be doing this based on the student records. So we have a lot of students here. Then another thing I still found out here is a lot of people don't know where to get started with. People need mentorship. All those are going to be available during this training. Then another thing is one of the major inputs. The highest here is people don't just want to learn, people want to know how to market. And I'm going to also tell you how you can get into the business, because it's frustrating to know how to code, but you don't know how to convert it to money. Yeah. So we are going to be working on that. Then based on how much is comfortable to invest in these 4 weeks, I also see some responses. And you can see here now, someone actually choose 300,000. Some other people choose 150,000. Another person say he doesn't have much. And the highest, which is 56.3% here, also say less than 50,000. So just to keep your mind at rest, whatever is the outcome of the training fee tonight, it's going to be less than 50,000 naira. So I can tell you less than 50,000 naira, and it's going to be flexible. So the aim is not to see how many people that are joining, is to see how many people that are ready to transform their life. That is actually the aim. And this kind of training is actually, I don't usually do this kind of training, but this is just empowerment, and it's always coming in blue moon. And again, I see that the topic that people are looking for. So a lot of people actually looking for how they can begin to work with the back end web development. So we are going to deal with all that. That does not mean we are not going to deal with the rest. This is just to know the people's pain points. Then we have a lot of expectation here, getting a start job. How do you get job? I'm going to talk about all that. Mentorship. There's going to be a mentorship through software. I've given you an hint, I think yesterday, internship for people that are both physical and virtual remote internship for people that their location is maybe outside Lagos or far. People want to learn AI coding, how they can use it for different things. People want free mentorship, or people want to have knowledge of back end. You can see, or did somebody actually specifically said, please let the bootcamp be affordable. Yeah, so all those are taken into consideration. Now that we have these backgrounds, now let's now go back into the training proper. I promise I won't take your time. A lot of times I will be going out of the screen. Yes. So somebody is actually drawing on my screen. So I'm going to clean that right now. Please don't do that. Right? So we're getting started right now. So you're welcome to the 5 coding full stack. This is going to be 4 weeks. Yes, 4 weeks of coding, 3 times a week. So when remaining one days, you'll be able to use it to build your project, depending on your time. So my name is Sheyi Omotude. I'm a business education trainer, meta certified web developer and advisor. I started my career in web development 20, 2005. Yes, I started my career in web development in 2005. And apart from that, I started building web professionally in 2007. I started a web hosting company in 2012. That is for you to see the journey. I've seen different things in this industry. Started web hosting in 2012. And why do I started the web hosting? So it's come to a point where I've trained so many people that after training, after learning, people want to host their website. So I had to start a web hosting company because it's more or less that I'm not just a skill person. I always look at what is the business aspect of it. And I also want you to learn from that. And since then, I've had hundreds of websites in my web hosting, which is another way I make money in this industry. You are not just going to be learning how to code, you're also going to be learning how you can convert your skills into money making machines as you move on. Like I said, we are not waiting for anybody. Everyone that wants to join to meet us. And again, for you to be here, there's special bonus for you today. Make sure that you go to the end of this training. Not only that, make sure that if there's any question, you will not be able to talk to me because I mute everybody because I don't want any distraction. Other people are going to watch this video even after now. So you can use the chat box. If you have any question at any time, drop it there. I'll be looking at I'll be on lookout on this chat box. Okay. So this is a 4-week journey to kickstart your code. The training will start in full motion November 17, as you see here, and we are rounding up December 12th. So it's going to be 3 times a week, and these are the outline of different things that we are going to do within that time. Okay, and it's very important for you to know the value. Remember, I said you are not going to be paying your training fee is going to be less than 50,000, but it's actually important for you to know the real value of this training because when the value is not known, abuse is inevitable. So that you not think that because you are getting it at this time, that it will always be that. No, it's not going to be. So you are going to the 4 weeks accelerator boot camp for this vibe coding. It's worth more than 500K. The real life practical case study you are going to be seeing inside this section throughout the training is more than $1 million. It's not something that can be valued. The internship that some of you will enjoy, I mean, people that want to internship, because I'm aware that some people are novice, some people are intermediate, some people are been doing some solid things. So some might not really want the internship. The internship and mentorship, based on the experience, it's worth more than 500,000. So as you can see, so it's not even something that we can quantify in money. This training regularly is actually 300,000 in our office here, 300,000. And if you check software.com.ng/vibe coding, you are going to see exactly how much it is. But for the purpose of this section, like I said, you are going to be having over 90% discounts. That's over 90% discount, which is actually less than 50,000 naira. So just wait because I have an unbelievable offer at the end of this session. So I'm going to walk you through the roadmap of everything that is going to happen throughout the bootcamp. Okay. So these are the major 3 things based on your concern on the form, based on the data that I've gathered that we are going to be exploring this evening. We are going to see how you can start high income coding business. It's not just about learning coding, but how you can start it as a business, how you can master the key to project deployment. So after you have finished building on your laptop or your remote machine, how do you put it on the World Wide Web where anyone around the world will be able to access it? Then the expert roadmap, a lot of people say they don't know where to start. So how do you start? And what are different things that are entailed during the training? I've been able to break everything down. Okay, so the first one, how do you start an income coding system? Income coding system is basically how you transform your technical skill, which is your coding, into a profitable service. So one of the profitable service that you offer a web development for company. For small businesses, you offer landing pages, you offer sales pages to small businesses, whatever it is that they are into, for small, medium, and even large enterprises. So that is how you do it. So how to transform your technical skills into profitable service that people will be willing to pay you premium for, and how you can focus on fast income generation. So I'm going to be pointing out some of those things. Okay. Welcome, Sheriff. I see you are just Sheriff Yusuf. You are just coming in. Don't worry if you have mixed everything. I don't like African time. That's why we start exactly 8. If you have missed everything, you'll be able to watch it on the replay. Okay. So, as I was saying, so within the November 17th, 19th, and 21, we are going to be diving into the world of HTML. Like I said, based on the data that is available to me from the form that you fill, I'm not going to be assuming anything. I'm going to assume that none of you know anything about coding. Some of you that are already beginner, intermediate, you are still going to see 1 or 2 things to them. So these 3 things, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, they are called front-end stack that lets you build a basic client website. So when we say client website, it simply means a website without database. It doesn't have any database, so there's no backend. So things such as landing page, portfolios, which you can use to generate quick profits. So those are the things we are going to be doing in our first week. That's actually the first week. Okay. Then after that, you will now learn how you can start generating income by first selling those simple professional website professional services almost immediately once you finish that backend in the first week. Then we will move that from just knowing how to code, so that you move into how you can always also integrate a real-time payment system, either Paystack, either Flutterwave, any payment system you decided that you want to use. You are going to learn how to integrate it into your web application. Then another thing is you're going to learn how to build either simple or complex e-commerce transaction, having a dashboard, making application. You'll be able to think an idea and bring it to life. Yeah. If you can see some of the things that I posted, the creative that I posted in the group before, you see I said a lot of people, coding is hard, but not anymore. And you will see why I said coding is not hard anymore. You are going to see it during the time of the training. Then within December 12, we are going to be talking about monetization, because a lot of high-skilled coders are out there that they don't know how to convert their skill to the money. So you're going to be learning how to market, because apart from being a web developer, I have in-depth knowledge when it comes to digital marketing, and I have 10 meta certification in that sense. So that does not mean I'm a meta staff. It simply means I passed 10 meta certificates. So you know where the business is, how your business can come live, how you can scale your marketing. Those are the things you're going to learn in that particular day. Then we are going to be looking at the master key for your project development. So this strategy is going to help you to know how you can move your website from your own laptop to the web server. Yes, a real product. And I'm going to show you one of the products that my student is building right now, and we are going to launch that product very soon. So that's why you'll be able to think of an idea. Any developer, any coder that cannot think an idea to put in and make it to be a product will code for life. For people that can code with their idea, bringing their idea to life, these are the people that will actually enjoy. Imagine how many tech programmers that you have all around the world, but how many products do you have? How many products do you see? So Nigeria, you talk for Paystack, you talk for Flutterwave, you talk for some other payment system, but we have a lot of developers that don't even have a product. You don't want to be that. The roadmap to resting on time, to be the CEO, to manage your time, vacation, money, everything is learning how to develop a product for yourself. Okay? We're going to get into know different domain name server, how to host, and how to deploy all that. So you're going to learn all that. And it's going to be from beginner. There's nothing like that. And I'm also going to make a simulation of how easy to actually build the website deploy, and polish it. So one good thing again for everybody that opts into, for the period that you are going to be in the program, you are going to have a free domain name and hosting so that you can practice your project on a live server, not just on your laptop. Because from my experience in teaching, I found out that a lot of students that didn't buy domain and hosting to test their app while they are in training, by the time they are done, they always find it difficult. So when they finish building website, they don't have that confidence on how to upload the server because they've never tried it. Yes, they know about it, they learn it, but they've never tried. So based on that experience, everyone that opts into this are going to have a free domain name and hosting. Yes, free domain name and hosting to host their projects, and you'll be able to host as many as possible projects with that domain name and hosting. And when I say as many as possible, you can think an idea, you can host up to 20 ideas, not even more. I'm just saying, even if you want to think of 50 ideas with the kind of free domain and hosting you are going to have for opting into this. Okay, on 24 to 26, you are going to be learning PHP. This is pure backend. This is web server. It's pure backend. So we see how database communicate, how you update database, how you work with SQL, how you use the query, how you truncate. A lot of things you are going to learn, both the GUI and you're also going to learn the SQL. Then you're also going to learn how you can leverage on AI to make your work fast. Okay? And then it will lead us into the roadmap, expert roadmap. And what is the expert roadmap? So we're going to be addressing the master of how you can put the logic. So before you start a project, you have what we call the structure of the entire project. So you have the structure of the entire project, the back-end logic, the front-end, everything, how you can have everything show linear and path to proficiency. So I'm going to be addressing that so that before you start a project, so that you're not going to be having some hiccup around the line. It's very easy when you plan everything, even if you are starting your MVP. You start from the beginning, and when you start that, you know that, okay, this is first stage, this is second stage, this is timeline. So all those things are things that you are going to learn professionally. Then you are going to learn how you can be using Tailwind CSS for a modern responsive design, and with the help of HTML, definitely, and how you can use JavaScript for some event handler and DOM and fetching API, like I said, using Flutterwave API and some other kinds of API. These things are very simple. Just take it from me when I say it's very simple. Then you learn how to build server-side logic, session expire, and the rest. And now you can call up some of these web application API. So then you are going to build projects. So when I say 5 projects, a lot of you are going to build more than 5 projects within this time. A lot of you are going to build that. More than 5 projects. A lot of you are going to build that. So you are going to be learning all that on backend integration of database, interactive UI, and different JavaScript features. You are going to move from be an hobbyist to an expert. Some people are just writing code for hobby's sake. So, like I said, I'm not going to take much of a time, and I saw that somebody just come in right now. John J. Okay, so if you have mixed anything, we started exactly 8 because I don't do African time. So you did not miss. So when you miss anything, the recording section of this live is going to be available this evening. So if you really want to reward things that I've talked about, you will be able to see that I'm talking to John J. So here is my exclusive offer today. Remember, I told you based on the data that I received, the data said that a lot of people vote for it should be less than 50,000. Like I said, it's going to be less than 50,000, and it's going to be flexible, and it's only for this time. Okay, so let's take a look at it. So this is my offer for everyone that are on this call this evening and people that are going to rewatch. And this offer only lasts for 24 hours. In the last 5 years, I've never had any training of this such robust that will ever charge as low as this for a month, for a 30 days intensive accelerator program. But based on the data, I found out that over 50% of people are students. That's why you're having this exclusive. And it only lasts for 24 hours. By 9 p.m. tomorrow, the offer is off the table. That's it. It's off the table. Then it doesn't end here. To make it more sweeter, remember, this is over 90% discount from the regular. So it's only going to cost you, it's not a training fee, it's an investment. Yeah. Your first project will be more than this. An investment, even if you are bidding for small businesses, this is just an investment of just 30,000, which is less than 90. This is over 90% discount. Okay, I think I saw somebody just coming in. Sonny X, you came late, so you'll be able to watch the replay as well. So this is the first. This is an offer. One time, 30K, only lasts for 24 hours. After 24 hours, the offer is off the table. So for some of you that will be thinking, I want to be part of this, I cannot, because like I say, I'm working based on the data that is available. A lot of people are students. I cannot take this, but I don't want money to hold you down. So I sweeten the offer more for you. The best part of it is within the next 24 hours, like you, it's better for you if you are able to do one of 30K for the entire trading. But for some of you that don't have that capacity as at this time, within these same 24 hours, you'll be able to make a commitment fee of just 10,000 right now, starting from the time start now, right now, to lock in this massive discount. Today's price is not going to be tomorrow's price. Believe me, it's not going to be tomorrow's price. Once it's 9 p.m. tomorrow, everything goes back to normal. Yeah. Okay. So you lock the spot. You lock the spot with 10,000. Then I'm also going to give you an opportunity to split the remaining 20,000 into 2-place instrumental for the next 2 weeks. Remember, it's just a month program, so it can only take you for the next 2 weeks. So you have opportunity to have the opportunity to jump in now. Okay. Then, if you want to start paying, you can pay to this account, Software Digital Solution Limited, and you can also go to vibe coding and software.com/vibe coding. So I will go to that vibe coding. I will need to go there, and I'm going to make that live training. I will go there to go and edit the payment API to actually accommodate people that want to pay once, which is just the 30,000. Then I'm also going to create a payment link, which people that want to pay 10,000 can also do. I decided to pay that for this class. So this is my offer for you. Pay 30,000 one-off, pay 10,000, invest 10,000 first to commit yourself, and spread the remaining 10,000 first and second in 2 instrumental. Just for the next 2 weeks, so that it won't be like, because I don't have this. You requested for it, that it should be available. Try to convince the team and make sure that it's affordable for everybody. Beyond this, there are some bonuses. What is bonuses? So on the platform, software.com.ng/5code, it's a nearly management system. So by the time everybody sign, or either you pay through bank transfer, or you pay through online, or any means that you pay, so you sign up there. After you sign up there, I'll send the link for you to sign up there. After you sign up there, every day recorded, every session recorded is going to be posted on that learning management system. So you'll be able to access it for a lifetime. So there's not going to be, my internet is very bad during the lecture, and I missed some parts. So even if your internet is very bad, right? Even if you are on midnight internet bundle, you'll still be able to do it at any time, because the recordings of every section will be available. So there will not be issue of, I don't have a good network. I have a bad network. There will never be such issue at all. Then there's also going to be a flexible internship experience. For some of you that want to have the experience, the flexible internship experience is going to be available. Yeah, I said it, and it's going to be available with software so that it can also help people, especially for some of you that are looking for a job, to say, oh, you actually intend with software. And people will be able to check, verify software. And because I know you, that is if you participate during the internship. I'll say, yes, yes. When they contact, we say, yes, it's one of our students. Also have the internship here. I'll say, oh, I know him in job. I know he's Sheriff. I know he's Sayan. I know he's Sonny. I know he's Omotosho. So I will be able to do that. So apart from the fact that first bonus, like I said, is lifetime access to the recording of every session. The second bonus is internship, both virtual and which is remote and on-site. So for some of you that are in Lagos, that can find your way to our office might be very far to you. You can come once in a week, twice in a week. If you are close, you can come anytime you want. Our office is FullStack Town, Lagos, Nigeria. So there's going to be physical and there's going to be virtual. So virtual for people that are from other states, far away from the on-site, while on-site, you can just walk in for people that are close. You are also going to have, remember, we are not just talking about coding. We're also talking about the business of coding. You are going to have website development proposal. How does it look like? If you want to make real money, some company will tell you, can you send us a proposal? There you'll be able to put the list of all the projects you have done. They'll be able to check your project in that sense. Okay? Mentorship and support. So you'll be having some things along the way. You'll be able to have that one-on-one mentorship. Those are the things you're going to be doing even during the internship. Okay? Like I said, you're also going to be able to have a 1 month domain and hosting free with .name extension. For example, johnj.name.ng. However, if you think, oh, I have a domain already, or I don't have .name, I don't like .name.ng, I want .ng, I want .com, I want .io, or you want any extension, you will need to buy that for yourself. However, when you buy the domain again, I cannot give you the software server name. I'll tell you to point that domain because you said you don't want .name.ng. Because this is just for you to be able to take your project live, to be able to practicalize it real life. Everybody can check it. And this is the same thing that's going to happen by the time you are in the market, you are in the industry. So if you say you don't like this extension .name and you want to buy any other domain, you can buy any other domain. And when you buy that domain, I will still give you a free hosting because there's a difference between domain and hosting. Domain is name. You need to post it to a storage. This is hosting. So I'm going to give you the hosting for some of you that would like to buy different name extension that is different from .name.ng. But just for you to be able to practice, everybody's going to have a free 1 month domain and hosting. And even after the 1 month, if you think that you want to extend it to a year, yeah, you cannot extend to a year, you can pay. But for during the whole training time, you are going to have a live server to practice everything that are being taught in class. Is that not affordable enough? Go and check how much domain and hosting is. For some of you that know how much it is, you are going to have that throughout the session. Okay? Then you're also going to have, for people that complete and do their projects and are able to check your demo, see that you're up to standard, I'm going to issue you a certificate for internet application development and management. So even if you are looking for a job, in your CV, you'll be able to say you have a certificate on internet application development and management. You can begin to build your CV. For some of you that have been looking for a job that might need that, but if you don't, so that is another bonus you are going to get. Okay, so I would like to take, and after this session, if any one of you would like to give the feedback, you can go to facebook.com/softwaredigital/review. So I'll still drop this link in the WhatsApp group. Not just only that, while I'm waiting, if there's any question, the 24 hours countdown starts now. You remember, we are paying once 30,000 naira. I actually want to make the instrumental to be more. I am like, let me just make this equal. If you are paying once right now, locking your spot, this is only valid from now till 9 p.m. tomorrow. So that within the weekend, people in the training platform, not the same WhatsApp group we are right now, I will have sorted out the issue of that domain, they are hosting. Like you are starting and hitting the ground running. So right now, anywhere you are right now, you can take your mobile app, whatever it is you want to start. You can screenshot this. You can write the number down. You want to transfer right now. Once you have done the payment, send the proof of payment on Instagram DM. I'll be able to admit you into the main WhatsApp platform so that we can start see how you can begin to work on your road to transformation. Okay, so that's it. While I'm still looking for, if there's any question, you can raise up your hand, you can type on the chat. I'll get out of this screen right now and show you some certain things. Try to go to the browser. I think I have browser here. Okay. Yeah. I'm in the browser now. So this is on the website, software.com/vibe coding. So this is where the learning management system is. This site is being built with vibe coding, right? This is done everything in a day, right? In a day. Anyway, those are the kind of things you are going to learn. This is a platform where your learning management system is, where you can see the regular price, you can see the early bird of our last cohort, you can see it there. But just for today, and that's what I dropped the account detail, that is still going to be dropped in your WhatsApp group after this. And this recording session, just in case you're late, will be available today. So when you register here after your payments, I'm going to see how you get it so that you will be able to enter the learning management system and we take it up from there. Okay, and I'm still waiting if you have any question or concern. We are starting the training on Monday. During the weekend, we prepare everything. What are the necessary things that you need? Everybody will have that ready so that we are not going to be doing all that. So the same day, we will almost be kicking the ground running. We begin to have an idea. Let me show you one of our last students, a product. It's not yet launched, but it will soon be launched. Selling, that's the name of the product. So what is the name of this product is? And everything is being built with vibe coding. So HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and it's easy, right? You'll see that it's easy when we get into it. So everything is being built. This is a product. As you can see the product, this is the front end of the product. So what this solve, the problem this solve is, instead of small businesses on Instagram, Facebook, link in bio and all that, thinking of building a website, they don't need to build a website. They just need to get a link. And when they get to this place, they will be able to get their store ready immediately in less than 2 minutes. No coding, nothing. This is how you'll be thinking of idea of how you can begin to build your own products. So this is almost done. His name is Emmanuel. You can see Mnet Media. So I've been supervising. I've been giving some tips as well, what you need to do. You can see everything is already there. You can see the basic, which is free products. So as a developer, you should be thinking of how to build an idea, a product. This is a product. When I say product, and now you can bring it to life. You can see basic is going to be 5,000, pro is going to be 10,000, business is going to be 50,000. And this is integrated with some AI API as well, where even people will not need to be thinking of how will I post content. Then there's front end, there's back end. Let me log into the back at admin dashboard. I'm logging into an admin dashboard now. You can see the admin dashboard. This is seen on testing phase. On admin dashboard, you'll be able to see the number of store views, you're able to see the number of WhatsApp. So let me just check. This is one of the store. This is how one of the front store will look like. Okay, can you see the front store here? This is the front store. So people can list their products here. So when they list it here, so customer can contact them and it goes straight to their WhatsApp. They will be able to generate leads. Then they can also boost. So for example, on Boost My Store, on the Boost My Store, they will be able to select an advertising plan. So we'll be able to do that. They'll be able to generate leads. As you can see here, You see the leads. They're able to generate leads. They can follow up their customer through the SMS. They're able to customize their store a lot in this package. Guess what? These are being built after a training like this. So, and it has a lot of currency. You'll be able to check different kind of currency. This is still in the testing stage. They will be able to add the product. On admin panel here, you'll be able to see all the users, total revenue, active subscription, free user, people that are suspended. These are different users. You'll be able to manage user. When you manage user, you'll be able to change their plan when they want to upgrade this plan. You'll be able to log in on behalf of user. So in case the user says, oh, I have this problem, I have that problem, you'll be able to log in on behalf of user, check the user's account to check what exactly the problem is. So this is just a typical example of when I say project. This is a complete web application. So this and more, in as much you can think about it. Yeah, in as much you can think about it, you'll be able to achieve it. So, and talking about, lastly, as I'm running up, I want to log into the cPanel of the software. And what I could want to do for now, I'm going to change this price. And I'm going to change the price because this is also linked to a payment system, Waves. I'm going to change the payment API so that I can see how such things work. So for everybody that wants to pay through this, can also come to this place and do that. So I will quickly do that right now so that I can see. So when you want to log into the backend of any website, for some of you that didn't know, what you just have to do is name of the website / cPanel, control panel. That's what I mean. So when you log into the control panel, you're actually logging into web server management, web server manager. Okay. As I'm logging into this right now, I will need to, so you might not see me typing. I will pause my screen at a time for security purpose. So my screen is paused now, but you'll be hearing me. So once I'm able to log in, I'm entering the credential now. I mean, username and password. That's what I mean by that. I'm doing that right now. Okay, I'm logging in now. So I'm already inside the web server now. So you can see the software is a main website on its own. I see /5 coding. So this is what we call subdomain. So if I want to go to where that is on this web server, cPanel, I'll go to File Manager. Okay, I'll go to File Manager. From File Manager, so public, you have started learning. Public is where the website that are live is. Any website that is not on this public, nobody will see it on the web server. So the subdomain that I want to work on is 5 coding. So it's usually alphabetical order. So I'll come to 5 coding, right? So where I want to work in, so these are all the pages that comprises, you can see .php, the dashboard, and the rest, okay? Receipts, go to send and all that. So what I want to do is, I want to first of all check the index. Index simply means the first page of the website. So what are the things that I want to actually quickly update here for the purpose of this? So I'm just going to make this early bird. Instead of this early bird here, I'm going to just call it five app in a month, so that you guys can actually come here. And I'm going to change this to 150. So instead of me looking for where that, you're going to learn how all this code is come about. Instead of looking for where that line is, because there's a lot of lines of code here. Instead of looking for that, I'm just going to do Control F to find, and I'm going to find out. So it says this is the spot. So this is about 216 line. So instead of this, I will say 5 app in a month access. So what I'm just doing now is update. So when you put in your CV that I can update website, this is just what it tells me. Limited sports price. So here now, I'm just going to say 30,000, right? I'm just going to say 30,000. So after we do that, so regular, I'm going to leave the regular. So for this regular enrollment, I will also say installments, okay? For people that do installmental enrollment. So I'm going to just change this to 10,000. Okay, so I think we have the form here, and on this form here, I'm going to save this. So I'm on the live server right now. I'm going to save this. After I save that, if I should come back to this place, I refresh it. But guess what? What we just did is just the front end. It's just the front end update. So you can see it, 5 app in 1 month access. As you can see, this one, instrumental enrollment. As you can see it right now. So what I just did here is front end. So I need to go and check the one that is handling the payment itself. So that is actually the backend stuff. Okay, so I can come back to this and go to enrollment. I think we need enrollment.php. Yeah. So you can see enrollment.php. You can see 150,000 here. So that's the amount. This is Flutterwave API. I will need to actually pause this now. So I'm going to test this. So before you go live with your payment system, you also test. So I'm going to test this. I'm going to test this with, I'm trying to put a test key. So a test key simply means a payment simulation, right? I'm putting that now. Okay. So let me play back. So I just put this test key. So this test key is just to test. So now I can just make this 30, okay, 30,000, vibe coding. So that's the test key. One-time access for now, 30,000. Payload, this is Flutterwave API here. Don't worry about yourself, you get to do this. So just want to text. So now I've done enrollment. Let me check the payment processing page if there are things that I need to do here. So you are going to, this is just like combination of everything that you have learned. So I'm also going to change this to, just to test it for, so that you see how it's being text. I'm also going to change this to a test key. So there's test key and there's also a what we call a live key. So I'm also going to text this key now. You can see different amounts, different country currency already here. So if you need one, you can also have it here. You also see where we talk about the payloads too. So let me just text this now. So let's assume, who do we have on the call? I only want to use people that have on the call. Okay, let's assume Zayan actually came here first today. So if you come here now, refresh. Let's see if this will work. It should. So immediately you say enroll, and you come in and now enroll. You come here now, and I say, let me check that name very well. Okay, Zayan. Say Yan. I hope that is correct. Z-A-Y. Yeah, it's correct. Then I'll just assume any email for you because I don't know your email. Or can you drop your email on the chat? Yeah, let me make it real. So then I say you're from Nigeria. So yeah, can you drop your email on the chat? This is just a text, and it's going to take us to database. You're going to see how some things works. Are you there, Sayan? Are you typing your email? Yeah. So I'm waiting for that. So just to run text for this. I'm waiting for that. So these are things you'll be able to build So we'll be able to, for people that do course, people that sell course online, we'll be able to build their own platform for them. Yeah, their own simple file platform the way they want it, because this is like an entire very largest management system. Sian, are you still build typing this? I guess you are not. So I'm just going to assume uh, an email for you just to test. But the only thing is the email will not be successful. So I don't want to do that. The email will not be successful. It will bounce back because it's supposed to receive some receipt and that. So I'll click this now, start enrollment now. Okay. So can you see it has posted directly to Flutterwave? So you can see 30,000, right? And you see something here saying you are currently in test mode because I'm just testing it to check it. Currently in test mode, and you test after everything works well, you can now switch the API keys back uh, to live. So people can select their bank. Let's say I just want to pay with USSD. Okay. So I can say I've paid. So you can see, so this is how you are going to have, so you can see it's going to welcome you, Zian, your email, your ID number, everything. Then this is just a demo. Yeah, this is just a demo here. So you're going to be having all different sections are going to be here. You can log out. After you log out here, so you can log into the member area anytime. So if I just type any out email, let's say I say Seyan@gmail. So any email that is not in the database will not work. So can you see access denied? Because this person has not registered. But if I should use the email that I used to register now, I'll receive an email, everything. So can you see it's logged in? So be able to log in, log out, if any other persons do that. So let's check what is happening in database. Okay, let's check what is happening in database. Come here now. This we are still on live server here. Can come to MySQL database here. Yeah, MySQL database. So I'm going to learn all this. Just try to give you tips of an iceberg, how some things work. And when I said code, it's not hard anymore. I know what I'm saying. So if I come to like, this is a different database. I come to vibe coding under enrollment. This is database now. You can see here, you can see pay here, right? But I don't need this now. So if I just say delete now, if another one enter here, if I just say delete, if another one enter here, what will happen is instead of this to start from 1, it just start from 2. So what do I do so that everything will start from beginning? So what I can do is to truncate the database. So the name of the table you need to know. The name of this table is enrollment. So I can just say truncate. Don't worry, you are going to learn all this. Truncate table. So you're going to clear that entire database. So I don't want anywhere close. And you're going to learn all this under SQL. So it means I've cleared every table, and when any enrollment comes in now, it's going to come in on the new note 1. So else, if I just click delete, the number will not start from 1. It should just go to 2 because it has noticed 1. Okay, so that is how this is. So what I'm just going to do is to switch this back to the real payments, to real payment API, and so that it's not going to be demo again. Why I'm doing that, I want to do that now. I want to switch it back to the real public key and not test key. I want to do that. So while I'm doing that right now, I'm going to pause the screen. I'm doing that. You are going to be hearing my voice. Okay, I'm almost done. So that I will not test again. So instead of saying we are on test mode. So we will not have that test mode stuff. So I want to update the one on enrollment page 2. I'm already there. So I'm done with that now. So let's go back to, so now remember the email that I used, because I've deleted everything from the database. If I try to log in with it now, nothing will work. Can you see? So I can go back to enrollment page. So if I say, did Sinyan actually drop the email? I don't think so. So if I said, Sinyan, the email, the country, and try to do this now, guess what? It's going to be back on a live payment mode. So whatever I'm doing now is not going to be test again. It's going to be real. Can you see if I put in FullStack? Can you see that there's no test area? So you can pay with PayPal, card, USSD, anyone. So this is actually, but something has happened. What happens right now is the information will have gone to the database. Yes, but it's going to be there as a pending payment because I've not paid. But it has carried entire forms. So let me put, this is database, these are tables. Check this. So can you see pending? So when someone said, I've paid and I confirmed I remember, but the person is unable to enter. So I can come to the database now, this database, and change the payment status from this. Despite the fact that the person's email is already on the database, but the person have not paid. So the person will not be able to log into the learning management system. So I can check here and manually do this and change the status to pay, and the person will be able to actually log in. So that is everything has gone back to the live. So let me truncate this table again. Truncate table enrollment. So we are going to learn SQL as part of our training so that you understand what I'm doing here better. So guys, this is the end of our free section. So the 24 hours starts now. Immediately after this now, I'm going to post the link. Tonight, you are going to have the link for recorded video. Tonight, you're also going to have the payment detail for people that are ready to sign up with this. If there's any question, you can also DM in later. So if there's no question for now, enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye.